What's the main organ of digestion? It's the pancreas. Most people think that all of their digestion happens in the stomach, but it is not true.
Hello, I'm Barbara O'Neill. Today we're talking about a small but incredibly important organ, the pancreas. As we age, taking care of our pancreas becomes vital for maintaining good health, especially because it plays such a key role in digestion and blood sugar regulation. Did you know that about 1 in 4 adults over 60 have some form of pancreatic issue, ranging from insulin resistance to more serious problems like pancreatitis? Your pancreas helps control blood sugar levels and produce enzymes needed for proper digestion, so keeping it healthy is essential. In this video, I'll share the importance of the pancreas and highlight which foods and habits to avoid if you want to keep your pancreas functioning well. Stay tuned and let's take the first step toward better pancreatic health together. Well, let's start with the pancreas itself, how it and what functions it performs in our body.
So that is what's broken down in the stomach. Protein and protein alone. All your starch digestion is put on hold because we're now in an acid stomach. And then we move through and come to the first part of the small intestine, which is called the duodenum. And the duodenum has 2 main organs that are emptying into it. Notice we've got the liver here, the gallbladder. The gallbladder is a reservoir for bile, and that bile duct comes down, connects with the neck of the pancreas and empties into the duodenum. It's an alkaline environment in the duodenum. And the enzyme that is released from your gallbladder, so I'll just do GB for gallbladder, from the duodenum, is bile. And bile is an enzyme that breaks down long-chain fatty acids, so this is your unsaturated fats. So a lot of those fats are vegetable fats, you know, found in your nuts and your seeds. From the duodenum, the pancreas also releases some enzymes in there. And the pancreas releases pancreatic lipase. And pancreatic lipase does the final breakdown of the unsaturated fats. They're the long-chain fatty acids. So bile starts it, pancreatic lipase finalizes it. The pancreas also releases pancreatic amylase. And remember, ptyalin is a salivary amylase, so the amylase salivary amylase ptyalase starts the digestion, put on hold in the stomach, comes to the duodenum, and pancreatic amylase finalizes the starch digestion. What's also released in the pancreas is trypsin. And trypsin is the enzyme that finalizes protein digestion. So protein digestion is begun in the stomach and finalized in the duodenum under trypsin and chymotrypsin. So these are 2 enzymes that break down protein. I've got some good news. It's going to get easier now. They're all the big words. From this, students, what's the main organ of digestion? It's the pancreas.
The pancreas is pretty amazing when you think about it. It does a lot more than people usually realize, especially when it comes to digestion. Beyond the enzymes I already talked about, like lipase, amylase, trypsin, and chymotrypsin, it's got a big job in keeping your blood sugar levels in check too. The pancreas really has 2 main roles, helping with digestion, which we call the exocrine function, and managing blood sugar, which is the endocrine function. On the digestion side, it produces these enzymes that get released into your small intestine, specifically the duodenum. These enzymes break down fats, carbohydrates, and proteins into smaller pieces so your body can absorb and use them. Basically, without the pancreas doing its thing, our bodies wouldn't be able to properly take in the nutrients we need. Another cool thing about the pancreas is that it makes bicarbonate. This stuff helps to neutralize the acid coming out of your stomach. You've got this really acidic, partially digested food called chyme moving from your stomach into the small intestine, and the pancreas releases bicarbonate to make it less acidic. This is super important because it not only protects the lining of your intestine from that acid, but also creates the perfect environment for those enzymes to do their job. Now, on the blood sugar side of things, the pancreas produces hormones like insulin and glucagon. Insulin helps lower your blood sugar by getting glucose into your cells where it can be used for energy. On the other hand, glucagon does the opposite. It raises blood sugar when it gets too low by signaling your liver to release stored glucose. This balancing act is key to keeping your energy levels stable throughout the day. Let's dive into the mechanism.
And here we've got our pancreas. And our pancreas, it releases two hormones. One is insulin, and insulin's the hormone designed to get the blood glucose down again when it goes high. And if it goes down, if the blood glucose goes too low, then glucagon is released. And glucagon is the hormone that's released if blood glucose goes too low to get it up again. Now, what's happening with the pancreas is when the pure crystallized acid extracted from the sugarcane plant goes in, blood glucose levels rise dramatically. Not sugarcane, because in the sugarcane, the glucose is all bound up in fibre and it slowly releases the glucose. But that pure crystallized acid that's been extracted from the sugarcane plant, when it goes into the body, blood glucose levels go boom. Very quickly the brain says, overload, quick. Pancreas, release the insulin. You see, high glucose demands high insulin. And so now the insulin's released and blood glucose levels start to drop, because now the insulin causes the glucose to go into the cell or to be stored as glycogen or fat. But because there was so much glucose, huge amounts of insulin are released. So where are blood glucose levels going now? Too low. That's called hypoglycemia, too low. So now the brain goes, oh no, we're too low. Stop the insulin, release the glucagon. But by the way, what happens down there? What does the person do? I need a hit of sugar. I'm too low. Will the sugar get it up? Oh, absolutely. Boom! Oh no, we're too high. Stop the glucagon, release the insulin. Oh no, can you see what's happening? Something else is happening. The cell starts to say, I'm sick of the sight of your insulin. And insulin resistance sets up. I'm sick of the sight of you. So the cell starts to resist insulin. And the blood glucose levels stay high because it's resisting getting in. And so the brain says, too much glucose, more insulin, more insulin. Can you see what's happening here? The body says, what am I going to do with this? Get it out through the urine. Do you know what diabetes mellitus means? Sweet urine. Because there's nowhere else for it to go. And then eventually the pancreas just says, I'm sick of this. I'm done. And it just stops releasing the insulin.
To stop this cycle and keep your pancreas healthy, you need to make some changes in your diet and lifestyle that help stabilise blood sugar levels. The first step is to cut back on refined sugars and processed foods. These are high in simple sugars that cause blood sugar spikes, which force your pancreas to release too much insulin. Instead, choose whole foods like fruits, vegetables, whole grains and legumes. These are packed with fibre, which helps slow the release of sugar into your bloodstream and prevents those sudden spikes. Make sure your meals are balanced with protein, healthy fats and fibre. These nutrients help keep blood sugar levels steady by slowing down how fast sugar is absorbed. For example, eating fruit with a handful of nuts will help balance your blood sugar better than eating fruit alone. Try to avoid eating sugary snacks on an empty stomach, as they can quickly raise your blood sugar without anything else to balance it. Staying active is also really important for keeping your pancreas in good shape. Exercise makes your cells more sensitive to insulin, so your pancreas doesn't have to work as hard. You don't need to do anything intense, just going for a walk after meals can help a lot in keeping blood sugar levels steady. Cutting out sugary drinks like sodas and fruit juices is also crucial. These drinks are full of sugar that hits your bloodstream quickly, causing big spikes. Water, herbal teas, or other unsweetened drinks are much better choices. Stress is another factor to watch out for because stress hormones can increase your blood sugar. Finding ways to manage stress can help reduce this impact and ease the load on your pancreas.
If someone has pancreatic problems, pancreatitis, pancreas that is cancerous, they need the proteolytic enzymes. Many people with pancreatitis or pancreatic cancer die of malnutrition. Can you see why? Because the pancreas is the main organ of digestion. So if anyone has pancreatic problems, the proteolytic enzymes, papain and bromelain, are vital for them. Some products have something called porcine in it, and that's an enzyme extracted from the stomach of the pig. I'm not interested in that.
If you're dealing with pancreatic issues, it's super important to take good care of your digestion, since the pancreas plays a major role in breaking down proteins, fats and carbs. When the pancreas struggles, getting extra help from digestive enzymes like papain from papaya and bromelain from pineapple can make a big difference. These enzymes take some of the workload off your pancreas, making digestion easier and helping prevent malnutrition, which is a big risk when your pancreas isn't doing its job properly. When it comes to keeping your pancreas healthy, your diet really matters. You want foods that are easy on the digestive system and gentle on your pancreas. Vegetables like leafy greens, bell peppers and broccoli are excellent choices because they're full of nutrients and antioxidants, which help reduce inflammation. Berries, such as blueberries and strawberries, are great too. They're packed with antioxidants that can help protect your pancreas from damage. Healthy fats are also a good idea. Fats from sources like avocados, olive oil, and nuts provide energy without putting too much stress on the pancreas, unlike the heavier saturated fats that are tough to digest. For protein, try to stick to lean options like fish, chicken, or plant-based sources like legumes and tofu. These are much easier on your system. Staying well hydrated is also key. Drinking plenty of water helps everything work smoothly and keeps the enzymes your pancreas makes active. Herbal teas, especially ones with anti-inflammatory effects, like ginger or turmeric tea, can also give a bit of extra support. On the flip side, there are definitely some foods you should avoid if you want to keep your pancreas in good shape. High-fat and fried foods are tough for your pancreas to handle, so they're best left off the menu. Processed foods, especially those high in trans fats, like packaged snacks and fast food, are also something to avoid. They put unnecessary strain on your pancreas. Red meat and full-fat dairy can be hard on the pancreas too because of their fat content, so leaner proteins are a much better choice. And refined sugars found in sweets and sugary drinks can mess with insulin levels and make things harder for your pancreas, so it's best to cut down on those. Alcohol is another big one to avoid. It's a major cause of pancreatitis as it can inflame and damage the pancreas over time. And it's not just about what you eat. Smoking is really bad for the pancreas, increasing your risk of pancreatitis and even pancreatic cancer.
And there are some herbs that are very bitter and they stimulate the release of digestive enzymes, liver enzymes and pancreatic, and that is gentian and dandelion and St. Mary's thistle, or sometimes it's called milk thistle. So the beauty of these 3 herbs is they will increase digestion in the stomach. They will increase the liver's ability to release its bile, and also pancreas. So those 3 herbs do those 3. So they stimulate it to do it, where the bromelain and the papain, they basically can even take the place of those other proteolytic enzymes.
Herbs like gentian, dandelion and St Mary's thistle are great for supporting your pancreas because they boost digestion and help the whole digestive system work better. These herbs stimulate the release of important digestive enzymes, which helps the pancreas do its job of breaking down carbs, proteins and fats more effectively. A well-functioning pancreas is crucial for processing nutrients properly, keeping blood sugar levels stable and supporting your body's metabolism. Gentian is a powerful bitter herb that helps improve appetite and stimulate the production of gastric juices in the stomach. When these juices are released, digestion becomes smoother and the pancreas doesn't have to work as hard, reducing the strain on this vital organ. This leads to better overall nutrient absorption and helps maintain a healthy digestive system. Dandelion is another herb that benefits the pancreas significantly. It helps regulate blood sugar levels, which is helpful for people who have insulin resistance or diabetes. Dandelion is packed with antioxidants, which protect pancreatic cells from oxidative stress and damage. Plus, it has diuretic properties, which support kidney function, contributing to a healthier balance in the body, indirectly benefiting the pancreas. St Mary's thistle, also called milk thistle, is well known for its liver-protecting properties, but it also benefits the pancreas. The active compound in milk thistle, silymarin, is a powerful antioxidant that reduces inflammation and supports cell repair. It can improve insulin sensitivity, which is beneficial for maintaining healthy blood sugar levels and taking some of the burden off the pancreas. Beyond these 3 herbs, there are a few others that can be really helpful for pancreatic health. Turmeric, for example, is great at reducing inflammation, which is essential for anyone dealing with pancreatitis or chronic inflammation of the pancreas. Ginger is another good option as it helps with digestion and may also help stabilize blood sugar levels. Fenugreek seeds have been shown to help manage blood sugar levels and boost insulin sensitivity, making them a great addition for anyone looking to support their pancreas naturally. Burdock root is another beneficial herb. It's known for detoxifying the body, which helps cleanse both the liver and the pancreas, supporting overall digestive health. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you found this information helpful and that it gives you a better understanding of how to take care of your pancreas. Remember, small changes can make a big difference when it comes to your health. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more insights on how to support your well-being naturally. Take care and I'll see you in the next video.